on in here, Virgo. Come on in the room. Come on in, Virgo. Come on in. Good morning, grand rising, rise and shine for those in different parts of the world. Virgo, we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. Of course, we're going to do a general reading here for you, Virgo. We're going to start with some oracles here. We have not used these for a while. I know that these are, I mean, they're technically new, but they're not really new, but we haven't used them in a while. So we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. Hello, hello. Let's see what's going to come out here for you, Virgo. Let's see what's going to come out here for you, Virgo. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure my phone is on Do Not Disturb. Don't want anybody to disturb us. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I love to see your beautiful faces. Good morning. Hey, hey, hey. All right. When I tell you I had a time yesterday, man. I had a time last night. I have not sung that much in a day of my life. I had so much stinking fun. All right, so let's go ahead. And it was late. So let's go ahead. Let's get started. Let's see what's coming out here for Virgo. Let's see. This is for Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. All right, first card that's coming out here for you, Virgo, is release. And then at the bottom of the deck, you guys have healing. Okay. This card here says you're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free from all drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. Wow. Virgo, I thought we graduated from this energy. I thought we graduated from this energy, Virgo. What are we doing? Okay. Now, I do know some things are future. I do know that, all right? I also feel like it says situation. So it could be a situation that's in your life right now, and you will be releasing that thing, okay? Whatever that thing is, and obviously that won't be something that you're going to be dealing with very soon. But I love the fact that it says that you deserve to be free from this drama, okay? And this is the first step to achieving that, is for you to let it go. Now, we'll see when we get into the tarot what this means. I mean, of course, we know that people come with drama. Of course, we know that. But we'll see why that's coming out in particular. Then you had healing. This is healing. Everything is healing. Here it says your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. Your body, your mind, your soul are in a deep period of healing right now. Now, this is interesting because Chiron is at this moment, I'm not sure where that is in you guys' chart in particular, but Chiron, that's, you know, what's happening right now is in Aries at the 24th, 25th degree. And it is being, and we got to see where is that in your chart. So I will say you have Chiron in Aries right now, and that's for everybody. And so where is Aries in your chart? Okay, do you have any planets there? And so Jupiter is squaring that. So regardless of what's happening, if you guys have planets there or not, if you have that in your family home type of area, you could be triggered right now with that. It could also have something to do with money, relationships, and children. So we do know that that is being squared. So the reason why I brought that up is because it says that you are in deep need of healing, and it is right now in Aries. Okay, So hopefully you guys know where that is in Aries and what has been affecting you thus far with that whole square. Okay. You're being asked to honor your worth. It can be so easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case. However, you are worthy and you have inherited value. It's time to cherish yourself and see your true worth. Now, see, Virgo. Now, this is kind of the same messages that we've been getting a lot, okay, over and over again, kind of getting the same thing with worth and your value. All right. The releasing part, like I said before, I'm going to see. I can always tell with the tarot if this is future, if this is now, or, you know, if this is just energy that you have to release that's stored in you from past experiences and past situations. We'll see. But I think that you need to know who you are. That is the theme according to this read. You need to know your value. You need to know who you are. That is what we're going to be talking about. This is the last one. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who doesn't. And it's time for some life cleanup. There it is again. Saying the same thing. Now, that's crazy. The deck is not that big, but that's enough cards there for, you know, 2 cards to come out saying the same thing. But hey, you know, that means you were supposed to see that. And, you know, sometimes it doesn't even have to be a person. Again, it could be your situation. Like it says, it specifically said it could be your situation. Where, you know, sometimes, and you see this in a chart, where the things that you possess, your money, make you feel valuable. For some people, it's not money, it's relationships. Relationships make them feel worthy and valuable. It depends on who you are as a Virgo. And if you don't have those things, a lot of times you feel like, I'm not, maybe it's me. Okay? So you have to pay attention today. You got to have some compassion on yourself if you do not have it. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what's coming out here for Virgo. This is not going to be a long read, y'all, because I got to come back here again today. This is for Virgo. Let's see what comes out. Ooh, mistakes. Mistakes with money. Halt with you. Hey, maybe there's going to be some money that's going to come in here. I'm going to put this gift down because it landed right on, it fell right on gift. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. Money has come to a complete halt, or money is slowing down. Complete halt is like, you maybe don't have a job or something like that, right? It says some of you are borrowing more money, or don't borrow more than you can repay, and debt is piling up. Okay, now we have mistakes. A past mistake left you financially insecure. Now, let's just take this off because you guys already know I don't read it completely. Some of you are financially insecure and unsure of what to do to change your situation. Here it says that your current financial situation could have been something that you were doing, your own doing, and accept responsibility for it. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but I have to say it because it's on the card, okay? Here it says, learn from your mistakes and let go. You will get through it. So to me, now I find this interesting that it's sitting on top of release. And that word specifically talked about toxic. And we had toxic, cleanup, getting rid of. These could be habits, right? So if we're saying that some things are in our life because it's things that we need to clean up ourselves, reality that we have to face. Remember, here it says it's a situation of your own doing. Now, I've talked about this with you guys. I've said it. I said, hey, you know, Virgo, some things that could be on your own, self-undoing, that type of stuff. Of course, it doesn't have to be for you specifically, but it's something that you could be doing. Okay. And even if it's not, there's been financial problems here. And again, I think I told you guys before, this is, of course, this ain't my card because for the tarot, but in the tarot, I can even see where you guys will start spending money and then you regret it, or you waste money and you regret it. Okay. But that card in general talks about mistakes that you made with your finances, investing, stuff like that. You see he's in front of a computer. Sometimes it's investing in the wrong people. Okay. Money is slowing down. And it's saying that there's going to be a way that you guys are going to be fixing this. It says, mend what needs to be mending. It says you have the ability to easily fix your finances, but you may need, there may some sacrifices need to be made. Maybe you have to work, you know, overtime or something like that. You have to work more hours. Okay. Something you may have to do. All right. This is for Virgo. Let's see. We're going to get it to the nitty gritty in a minute. Once I get off the finance part. Destiny. Believe in your own dreams and passion. It says new exciting adventures await you when it comes to your money. Your efforts will not go unnoticed here. Hard work is required. Man, I knew it. I knew that was this card here. It wasn't this one. I think I was saying it earlier, where it's that you may have to like make adjustments. You may have to adjust or do something, maybe work long hours or whatever. It's funny because this card wasn't out yet. And it literally says that hard work is required. Okay. And that could be, like I said, hard work depends. I mean, like I said, working longer hours, maybe you guys may have to, you know, have more than one job or something like that. It's something, okay, just to get you out of whatever the situation that you're in. I like this card with healing because Destiny is sitting here and Destiny is sitting on the healing card. It says, believe in the dreams and passion of your calling and you're supposed to follow them. It says, follow them. Whatever led you to this point in your life, it was direct you to your highest purpose. Okay. But I like the fact that there's going to be something new coming into your life, but it's trying to tell you, it's trying to tell you to stay persistent and persevere, because, you know, I told you guys before, we got some transits that are going to be kind of stuck here over the next 2 months, 3 months, right? I mean, Saturn literally is at the 25th degree of Pisces, and it's going to be there for 2 months. Literally just stuck there. And some of you guys need to know if there's any planets that is in the opposite of that. I mean, Virgos, all of us are Virgos, so it's in the opposite side, but some of us are in a later degree Virgo. And some are in a later degree in the earlier degree of Virgo. And some of us have planets in Virgo. So it's not just the sun. It's not, so that's what I'm saying. It's not going to affect everybody the same way. Okay. So it's saying for you to keep your head up. Basically, that's what it's trying to tell you. Keep your head up. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's get the last one for this part, and then we're going to get into the tarot. This is for Virgo. Last one. You have explore and you have yes. Whatever your question is, this is telling you to go for it. I would say so, especially with this explorer card, because this reminds me of the Fool card. And yeah, there's an opportunity coming. You may be called to explore careers that, new careers, or careers that you are wanting to do, or something like that. Because it says you may go wandering off and trust the unknown. So I feel like there could be another, I feel like there's something else that you could be doing too, or you may end up doing. Okay. And it says if the opportunity approaches, you will say yes. It says take action and say yes, go for it. Here, do not procrastinate or wait to take the next step to get ahead. Just do it. Nothing will change if you don't take action. So here again, you got to take some action and something. And then, again, that could be literally you just working extra hours, more hours in a day, that type of thing. That is what it say. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into, I wanted the other tarot. Darn it, I brought the wrong ones over here. Okay, never mind. We're going to use these. I didn't want to do reversals today, but we're going to have to do it. just because these are the type of cards that come out. All right, so let's see. However these cards fall, that's how it fall. I'm going to try my best to do this in front of the camera. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best, y'all. Give me a second. Let's see. However it falls is how it falls, okay? I know what I'm asking. You got the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. And then you have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, upright. Love it. Okay, this is good. All right. Release, for real. Especially with the Eight of Wands. You need to start moving forward. Okay, we're going to get to that in a minute. Ten of Pentacles. As far as finances is concerned, yeah, this hasn't been great. No. It was almost dynasty-like in the past. It feels like you guys were pretty stable, pretty grounded in the past. I don't know what happened. Okay, because it is sitting on top of mistakes, so it could have been, I don't know. I feel like you guys were good. This here talks about financial security. Now, this is future too, but it's also telling me past. So I asked for both. I mean, it literally says that you guys were doing pretty damn good, okay? And something changed. Don't know necessarily what it was, but something changed here. Now, this is what it's telling you. In order for you to get back to the Ten of Pentacles, you guys have to change something again, okay? There has to be something that you have to do. You got to take action in. I'm just going to tell you, you have to take action in it, all right? But yeah, with the Ten of Pentacles, this looks good, especially future-wise with the Eight of Wands. This is where you're headed, okay? This is where you're headed. Okay. But I see wealth. This could also be long-term wealth as well with this. So this looks good. I do feel like until you're actually at that very stable ground, some of you guys may experience some ups and downs in money. You're gonna have periods where money is good, and then you're gonna have periods that money is a little tight. It just depends on what's in your chart. I always tell you guys that not all Virgos are the same. I'm just gonna tell you just based off of what I've seen, even doing charts. Not all Virgos are the same. Some Virgos are like literally about to ball. Some Virgos are about to experience some type of tension, but it's also different houses and different risings. Okay. So just telling y'all that. As far as relationships goes, I don't necessarily see you in a connection right now. I see that you guys will be dating. If you're not dating right now, you definitely will be dating. I feel like you're moving towards a connection of something serious. Truthfully, that's what I feel. I do want you guys to be aware, though, of self-sabotage in relationships or self-sabotaging, okay, in relationships, being impulsive, thinking moving too fast, trying to move too fast, trying to force things, emotionally getting attached too quickly. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get your next card. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what comes out. Oh, sorry. Let me do it this way so you guys can see. All right. You got the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck in the upright. That's okay. I'm going to knock the camera a little bit, as long as I don't knock it over. I'm trying to see what this is. And you got the Page of Wands here in the upright. Something is about to go down. This is like the Wheel of Fortune. Something is about to happen here. Because right now, life is just boring as ever. There's no reward for anything that you're doing. Like, you go on dates, you're dating, you're not necessarily being like rewarded with a good person. You're working really hard for some of you, and it's not necessarily paying off the way that you want to. There is something happening here. And so here with the Page of Wands, that destiny is going to cause a shift for you. Because I feel as far as emotionally, or just the spark, because this is always a spark, that spark. Because right now, I just feel like there's just this conservation of what you have, your feelings, trying to conserve how you feel, your energy, that type of thing with that Four of Swords. I definitely can see here with this page that there's going to be something that's going to be exciting that's going to happen, where even if it's just something small, because I mean, it ain't the Ace of Wands, y'all. It's not anything, but it's just it could start to be something, or it's something small, okay? Even even conversation with someone in the grocery store that you think is attractive, and then all of a sudden it grows into something more than that. It could be. But I like it. I like it. I think that this is a pretty decent energy. It is coming out with the Four of Swords, though, which is making me feel like that's that battle of you being excited day to day, like that battle of trying to be excited about something when you wake up. Because again, the Four of Swords come in and it's like, like you're ready. You're ready to like take on the world, so to speak. And some of you guys are just experiencing some type of repercussions because of what you may have done when it came down to relationships. Again, we're talking about Sagittarius energy. You are needing to think and to ponder over what mistakes that you have made here, and also what mistakes that the other person may have made as well. Like, is this something that you are wanting? So the Four of Swords to me is, before I get too excited about it, right? Let me think about what I want to do, okay, when it comes down to relationships. But either way, I see some retreating here, and then I see you coming out. Okay, I see like a retreat, and then I see you kind of coming out, being excited about something. So I like this, and this could be an invitation somewhere. I feel like you guys could get invited. All right. And I just feel like also another thing that I'm seeing is that there's a little restlessness, because again, that page is like something is there, but the Four of Swords is like you can't do exactly what you want to do. And I feel like that it's almost like a gate before you cross over, on the train tracks, right? I feel like you're being told to stop or slow down for some odd reason. Even though you see that it's there, you're excited, I do believe you need to stop for a second. There's a reason for a pause. There's a reason for this, because you are in this sense of renewal and recovery. And I think that the universe brings those gates down in order for you not to like take off, right? So you won't move too quickly, because we saw that with the Eight of Wands, but it's there and you can see it and it's in front of you, whatever it is. Because of this Page of Wands, there's so much of something that you want to explore with the Destiny, right? But it's sitting there. I don't know what it is, but it's sitting there. But like I said, this is also getting really creative when it comes down to your work and career. This could be applying for positions. Not necessarily an applying card, but I mean, it could be something that you may apply for. Let's see. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what comes out for Virgo. Oh my God. Y'all didn't see that, but I'm just going to show you. You have both of these in the upright. You guys had the Wheel of Fortune twice. There's destiny here. There's destiny here. You're meant to go somewhere. That's without a doubt. You're meant to go somewhere. And there's the Seed again. You notice that you keep getting pages. So you see why I said that restlessness? Because you can see it, right? It's like right there at your doorstep. You can see something. And you're like, damn, but it's just it's the beginning stages of it. It's the beginning stages of something. And that's the reason why you're getting restless. It's not going to run away from you, though. Here you have the Wheel of Fortune again. It came out. It says that this is what you're meant to achieve or what you're meant to have, but it ain't going to run away from you. Okay? That's something that I'm saying. I do see some unexpected things happening here. Now, let's get to the love portion. I'm not necessarily seeing, I see a love interest here, and I'm trying to figure out who this person could be. I feel like you and okay, I'll say it this way. If you're talking to someone new, and the only reason why I say new is because you got pages here, but this could also be small conversations with someone from the past. I do see that if you are talking to someone new, they are still dealing with something from their past. And I feel like you are too, in a way, okay, or will be. But if you're not talking to anybody new, I feel like the past will try to come back in. And it's just small conversations, maybe texting or something. And that's not going to happen for everybody. Or this is something you're going to experience in the future, okay? Because like I said, I still see you reassessing. You reassessing something. In the beginning, it did talk about that, right? Didn't it talk about that? It talked about let something go. And I wonder if it is someone coming back in. I wonder if that's the case. I mean, I see it a little bit. I don't see it too much in this reading, but I see it just a little bit here, okay? Where someone is reassessing, taking someone back. Some of you guys could be going to school, or there's going to be some type of training program that you're about to start, Okay, I see that as well. Again, I see some type of invitation that someone will be asking you to go to. Don't know who this is, but I do see some kind of invitation here where you're going to be going somewhere. Let's keep going. Let's get you really quickly, and then we're going to get your outer energy. This is for Virgo. Let's see why that's coming out. This is for Virgo. Let's see where you are. Sorry, almost forgot. You got the Queen of Cups in the upright. Virgo, you have been emotional because you feel like your plans have been falling apart, and you got to get out of this small thinking. Okay, and then, again, it goes back to those pages. You know, like I said before, I don't know if you got excited about something. There it is again with that page of wands. I don't know if you got excited about something, but I feel like you're gaining emotional control over yourself, which is really good. But I do think that it was something that you have gotten excited about, and it didn't turn out the way that you expected. And that goes back to what we said before. And that's what I see. That's okay. Like, I feel like things like the way that the planets are working right now is causing a lot of little disruptions. So this is what I want to tell y'all, and I'm just going to have to tell y'all, okay? It especially depends on where these planets are sitting, what you have sitting in between Pisces and Aries. I'm just going to tell you because it's between those two houses. And especially if you have anything in Gemini and Sagittarius, okay? You're going to have to be realistic right now, okay? It depends on what's happening as far as where you're being squared or opposed. You know, things are going to be a little difficult in areas. There's going to be a push and pull, and things are not going to go smoothly. Okay, so I say that to not have high expectations at this moment, and that's why I said that I'm happy that they're coming out with these pages, because it's like it's a little bit of something, but it's trying to slow you down. It's trying to get you to think that at this moment things are not going to go as planned. Okay. But I don't know. I also feel like you are waiting for the unknown, and you're thinking that things are going to go backwards. You think you're going to regress. You got a lot of love to give. I definitely see that with the Queen of Cups. Very intuitive right now to make good decisions, even though you feel like you don't have a decision to make. You will. Even though you're like, I don't even really have a decision to make right now. But you will. And I do see that you guys making some good decisions. Let's go ahead. Let's get to this outside energy really quickly. We're going to get 2 cards for that. I'm going to see what comes out. This is going to be for Virgo. Outside energy. Ooh, I want y'all to see it. This is my hand. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You guys have the King of Wands that's coming out here. There's somebody in your energy that's heartbroken or healing. Healing. No. Healing. They could have been heartbroken for different reasons, but I feel like they're healing here. Very guarded individual. Very attractive, or you're going to be very attracted to this person. Be careful too, because sometimes this could be a boss or something like that that's making you feel like they didn't give you a promotion. Like like you go to work and they don't tell you how they appreciate you. Okay, it's that type of thing. But I feel like it's something that they should have given you and you didn't get it. Or you guys are working really hard and you're not getting what you deserve. We saw that earlier, because we're looking at the Worth card, right? You're not getting what you deserve. You're taking action in certain things and it's just not coming to fruition the way you would like. We've talked about that, right? It will. Okay. And some of you guys could be feeling a little broken because of that. If this is a person, this person is new. I definitely see you really, really interested in this person. Definitely really interested. I don't see them at a distance or anything like that. I don't see that you are talking to this person and they live in a different state, different country or anything. For some of you, that could be. I'm not necessarily saying that. This person seems like they could be very business oriented, very stable. They could have been a Casanova or some type of like, they could have been in the streets, male or female in the past. Or maybe they just retired that energy. They're very guarded. Their hearts are very guarded right now. But I think that that's both of you. Very guarded, because they look like they've been through some things. Let's see. feel like this person could be a police officer, or they could have been in the military, or they have strong beliefs about serving in the military. They could have been in the Navy. They could have had family members that are police officers or something like that, from what I'm seeing, because it feels like a police officer energy here. It also feels like someone around them could be a nurse, or someone in their family could be a nurse, or they could be. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, sorry. I heard firefighter. Don't know what the hell that was, but maybe that could be part of it, you guys. Okay, so it's the High Priestess and the Eight of Cups in reverse came out. I feel like with this person, if you are talking to someone, and with the Eight of Cups, especially in the reverse, which is kind of good, because technically it's like, well, it talks about leaving, right? But I feel like this Eight of Cups future wise would be, once they close this cycle out, okay, then they're able to like emotionally open up to you. Because again, I feel like there's this emotionally unavailability that you could be experiencing with this individual. There's emotional availability that I see, emotionally avoidant. I feel like this person is trying to avoid feelings, avoid emotion, and type of thing. Now, I feel like there's something that could happen later down the line. That's what I feel. I feel like there's going to be some kind of communication or something that you and this person could have. Because see, that goes back to what I said before here, where it's like something didn't move the way that you wanted to move. And I feel like if it's in a love situation, I just personally feel like it has something to do with this person is not completely, they're not out of their past situation yet. And they still have some lessons to learn, unfortunately, and they will learn them. But you will be in contact. I just don't think that you guys, I feel like this is a fresh energy. So it's really no skin off your teeth, right? But I just think that this is someone that you're very attracted to. It looks like that they're attracted to you. I also feel like there could be something that's going to go down during Pisces season. This person could also be a Pisces. I feel like this person is a little withdrawn, or they're not good communicators. I'm also seeing that this person, I just still feel like they have to heal from something. There's something that they have to heal from. They could have, there's something here that makes me feel like they may not have the best relationship with their children. Okay, they may not have the best connection or relationship with their child. It looks like it could be a son. Of course, it could be a daughter, but it looks like it could be a son that they may not necessarily have the best connection with. And because it still feels like there is this emotional baggage that the reason why they can't fully be present in this relationship or in this connection. I don't see it being reciprocal. So not reciprocal. I don't see that it will be you're going to get what you want the way that you want it from this person. I just feel like maybe they're not going to give you that time. But it makes sense, because like I said before, I just don't necessarily see that this person is just completely open yet and ready to be in a relationship from what I'm seeing. But they are going to heal, okay? That's what I see. And I feel like in the future, this could be something that could make you pretty happy here, Virgo. I'm not seeing anybody else. I feel like there's a past person lurking around. That's what I feel. There's someone from the past that's kind of lurking around here. Maybe someone that you don't even expect that's going to end up coming back up in here. This could be someone from the past that you haven't talked to in years. Even though that card didn't come out, that's what I see. But I also see that you could be dealing with someone that is a mother or a father. I do see that you guys are going to be making arrangements to go out with one another, that type of thing. But I feel like it's going to end up being very slow. The connection is going to be very slow. Okay, let's go ahead and see what card comes out here today for Virgo for today. This is for you, no matter how it falls. I'm going to be doing this thing where I'm going to see what you're doing and how you're feeling. I want to see how that person is feeling. I want to do that again later today. And I'm going to use another deck. Okay. I just have to find it, but I know you guys will enjoy that deck. Let's see. Releasing fear. There it is again. Release. This is really good. And you had healing right next to it. Remember, you had release and then you had healing. Here it says releasing fear, healing and relief, end of mental torment, recovery, facing life, finding help, learning to cope. You guys are scattered. You guys definitely have to start focusing more. Definitely. You got to use that whole eclipse energy between Pisces and Virgo. You got to use that to your advantage. I know. And remember, that last eclipse opposed Saturn, and that was in Pisces. So you guys have to find out where Pisces is in your chart, but also remember it is in the opposite of Virgo, and it depends on how it affected you. And that was for everybody. It wasn't just for one particular person, it was for everybody. So there's some difficulties. And it's interesting because after that eclipse, I noticed that a lot of people were complaining, and Saturn is hardship. So for some of you, it was multiple things that caused you to have stress and anxiety, that gave you some type of uncertainty, that type of thing. But I like the fact that here with this Nine of Swords, for you, I know this may not be something that you're experiencing today. It is a stress energy, and it always shows up for Virgo, feeling stressed out, that type of thing, feeling anxious. I like the fact that it came out in reverse because you're headed towards this, which is what we saw earlier. This is what Spirit want you guys to go off in your day to remember, okay, that there is healing that's coming. Promise you it will be, okay? Virgo, I will be back later. Okay, if you guys are interested in a personal reading, anything like that, please, check the description box. Like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you guys back here a little bit later. Love you guys. Have a good morning. Bye.